Good morning, Facebook friends. Y'all, today we're going to do a peach cobbler. And I know how to make the kind that you put the flour in the milk, stir it up, and it is real good. But I'm going to make it like my grandmother and my mother made it. And what we did, we always made homemade dumplings to go in our broth. And then when you dipped it out, it had a lot of juice in it. And that's how I really like it. So today I'm gonna uncover my flour bowl, and y'all know this is the one that is the plain flour, not self-rising, but this is plain. So I'm gonna make my bird nest. Banks is filming today, so Banks, can you see down in this bowl right here, baby? You can look down in it. All right, so folks, we're gonna only make a few dumplings, and the reason we're just gonna make a few is because I didn't do but 7 peaches. They were the clean, and I just peeled them, cut them off, and I've got them over here boiling in some water right now. So while they're boiling, I'm gonna make my dumplings. And all I do is I take a little bit of Crisco like this. I'm just gonna make a few dumplings, so I'm just gonna use about that much. What's that? A couple of tablespoons maybe. And I'm going to put me some buttermilk in it. Always use your whole buttermilk if you can. I think that'll be plenty right there. That's probably, I don't know, 3/4 of a cup or so. And I want you to watch how I pull this in. Now see how I'm doing this? Can you see that? I'm pulling in just a little bit of flour at a time. You don't want to pull in too much, just a little bit at the time. Okay, and now I'm gonna work it, pulling in just a little bit more and just a little bit more. You don't add any salt, you don't add anything, just buttermilk, your lard, and your plain flour. All right, now you want to get it kind of stiff, so it's getting there. Can you see that? It's getting stiff. And while I'm doing this, I want to say something. My friend made me this, she calls it a boa. Isn't it cute? She said you just hang it around your neck, and you wipe your hands off with it, wipe the counter off with it. You don't even have to have an apron, so this is nice. Thank you, Miss Charlotte, for doing that for me. I appreciate it. I love it. Banks has on one too today. She has on the other one, but I'm going to let her show you hers in just a little bit. All right, I'm going to clean off my hands, y'all. The dough is done, okay? Now I'm just going to work a little flour in with it. You'll see how to do that, and then we're going to put them, we'll have them ready for our dumplings. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to flour my surface area a little bit and that, and then I'm going to take my dough out. All right, and I want y'all to notice something. There's no wet in this bowl. You know, people are asking me, how do you save your flour? Isn't it wet from putting buttermilk in it? So the answer is no, it isn't. It's just dry as a bone in there. So you don't have to have that. All right, here we go. Well, I'm going to need a little flour. Let me put a little bit over here for myself. Okay. All right, so I'm going to work this just a minute because we don't want it to be sticky. Remember, I told you if your dough is sticky that you haven't worked it long enough. Now with your plain flour, you make dumplings and the dough for fried apple pies or peach pies or whatever kind of pie you're going to make. So remember that. The only time you use self-rising is usually for just biscuits. All right, it's getting pretty stiff there. Let me get a little more flour. I can still feel a little bit of sticky in it, so let me get just a little bit more. As Mama always said, she said, Brenda, you make the biggest mess in the kitchen, but your food tastes good. So I imagine some of y'all probably think the same thing as that. You make a big mess, but your food tastes good. All right. Okay, I think they're getting pretty ready here. They seem like they're not too sticky. All right, I'm going to divide this up so I can roll it out with my rolling pin a little bit. I'll put that over there out of the way. We'll roll this first. All right, you see how it's not really sticky? So that's a good sign right there. These are going to be so good. I love dumplings in my cobblers. This is how the old time people made it. Of course, we've got that new recipe now where you just stir it up. But I still like this old timey kind. I like this. I love dumplings any way you slice it. All right, where's my rolling pin? Right here. And I want to flour my rolling pin just a little. That helps it. All right, watch this. Banks, don't play with that, okay? You just do this. You be a good filmer today. All right, you go out, 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 And you want your dumplings just as thin as you can get them, okay? You want them thin, thin, thin. So, and I may not need but just a little bit of this flour to make my dumplings, because I told you I only had 7 peaches. So this is, I want them real thin. Okay, there we go. There we got it. Now I'm going to cut them with my old faithful. All right, here we go. All right, now what we're going to do now is I'm going to wash my hands real quickly. And then we're going to do something else. We're going to put that. This is why I don't wear rings, y'all, is because I cook all the time. I love, oh, let's use this Charlotte's bowl. Works good, doesn't it? I don't have to find my dish towel or anything. I just wipe off my hands like this. All right, what we're going to do is give me this, and I am going to film Banks. And Banks, show them your bowl that Miss Charlotte made. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? She said, "Oh, Big Mama, this matches my shirt." So she's good with that. All right, come over here and let's look in this. These are my peaches, and I boiled them. There's only 7 peaches in there, but I put a good bit of water because I want some broth in there for my dumplings to cook. All right, I'm going to put a half a stick of butter, and I'm going to put 1 cup of sugar. Now let me tell y'all this. I'm going to taste this in a minute, and if it doesn't have enough butter or if it doesn't have enough sugar, I'm fixing to add me some. You know, tasting is part of cooking. If you can't taste your product, then you know, you need to be able to taste it. All right, what we're going to do now is we're going to put this thing on, we're going to put it on this, if we can get it on it. We can't. Oh my goodness, I have to turn it off to do it. Well, we'll just have to turn it off. Okay, y'all, it's boiling over there. It's got the sugar and the butter and everything in it. So I'm going to take my dumplings now, and I'm going to put them in. You want it at a rolling boil. When you put your dumplings in, you want a rolling boil. I love to put my, anyway, y'all, I am putting my dumplings in this rolling broth. Banks, go over there and let them see down in there. And let them see how it's rolling, and you put your dumplings in. Okay, just keep doing that. All right. I'm just about through. I think this is all the dumplings I'm going to put in it because I only had 7. I only had 7 peaches. So anyway, so we've got our half a stick of butter. We've got our dumplings in there. And I'm going to taste it and see what else I need. Nothing. I don't need anything. That half a stick of butter and that cup of sugar is good. All right, these are boiling. I'm going to turn them down just a little bit. All right, come back over here. And what we're going to do now is we're going to make a top for our cobbler. And you just take that same dough. My mama always said every time she would make a cobbler and I was dipping it out of the pan for her, she'd say, "Now make sure you give me some crust." All right, that stuck a little bit. That means that I need to work it just a little bit more. Did y'all see that stick right there? Okay. See, it doesn't take long to make a cobbler the old-time way. It just doesn't take long. Okay, let's try this. My pan that I'm going to put it in is kind of oblong, so I'll do an oblong shape here. I think that's going to be about right there. Whoop, get down there. Okay, there we go. Okay, now here's what we're going to do now. See, you don't want to cook your dumplings too long in here. Just get them started. See, they're cooking and they're started. So now what you want to do is you want to put this in a pan that you're going to put in the oven so our crust will get hard. And while the crust is getting hard, these dumplings will continue to cook. So I guess I cooked these about 5 minutes is all in there. All right, I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to bring this over here. And I'm going to pour our dumplings and peaches in this pan. Like that. Okay. Now I'm going to take this up. Ooh, doesn't that look good? Can you see down in there? This is the old time way. Then you're going to put your crust on it. If it tears up a little bit, that's all right too. No big deal. I'm not going to cut any of this off because somebody likes that crusty. They're going to like it. Okay? Like that. Now I'm going to put a little bit of butter on it. And I like to use the back of my spoon to do that. Bank says, Big Mama, I wish you'd quit moving around so much. I'm just having a hard time. So I'm going to put a little bit of butter. Let me see, that isn't working. Let me do it with my fingers. God's gift to man, hands. All right, put a little bit of butter here and there. Woo, we may be having this in just a few minutes to eat. We're going to see. And after I do that, I sprinkle just let's use Miss Charlotte's bowl again. This is so handy. I'm going to sprinkle a little sugar on it. Not much, just a little bit. This will almost be like a cookie crust. Okay, I'm going to put a little sugar on it. There we go. That's plenty. And I'm going to pop it in the oven on 400 degrees. And as soon as that top gets brown, we're going to eat it. We're not going to wait. We're going to eat it. Turn it around, Banks, and let them see us this morning. All right. And there we are. Here's Banks and me, and we want to say we love you, and we're just happy you're with us this morning. God bless you all. Take care of your grandbabies and love them, and let Jesus fill your heart this morning. He's filled ours. I'm so glad I got somebody to love. Talk to y'all later. We'll show you the pie as soon as it comes out. Bye. Okay, y'all, my daughter's come over today, so she's going to film the last of it. See, I've got 3 bowls out. She came to get her a little bite of it, too. So we've got our peach cobbler ready. Oh, look at this. Come over here and look at that. Now, is that not beautiful? Now, y'all, you folks, y'all can go ahead and keep stirring your milk and flour together and making you a slurry and making you some peach cobbler, but it's not the real peach cobbler. This is a real peach cobbler with dumplings in it. So we're going, as my mama said, make sure you give me some crust. That's what she used to say. Now you want some juice in here. Now to make it even better, we could have some ice cream. All our men folks are gone today. This is going to be a girl party. Look at that. Doesn't look good? We're going to eat this whole pie, I think. Everybody's got some, see, it's got just the right amount of everything in it. Look at Banks and I. All right. This one needs a little bit more dumplings and juice here. All right. Does that look good? And y'all, thank you, Miss Charlotte, for our boas. This is so handy, you can just do anything. Wipe people's faces off or whatever. Okay, we'll talk to y'all a little later. We're going to eat some good peach cobbler right now, the old-timey kind. Bye. See you later.